Alright, so here we are for our head-to-head between our Mr. Tackle Box and our Monster Bass. Alright, let's see how they do this month. Alright, so here we are. This is month 5 of 6 comparing Mr. Tackle Box with Monster Bass. And we're going to start with Monster Bass because we just will. I'll explain why at the end. Alright, so as always, we get a hard book. We actually get an actual manual, a fishing tip manual in the Monster Bass. So they still have that going for them as a plus, as opposed to the nothing. You have to do a digital one with Mr. Tackle Box. Alright, so we're going to start out at the top here. And we have our Big Baits Tour Toad Buzz. And the MSRP for this is $7.69. So, pretty good bait. Big Baits, they make pretty good stuff. Alright, moving on. We do have our Lunker Frog. I love frogs, and these ones are no exception. Lunker Hut makes really good frogs. This MSRP is for $10.99. Alright, and then moving on, we have, we got our stickers. Gotta love our stickers. Alright, moving on, we do have from Monster Bass, we have the Money Maker. And this MSRP is for $9 even. So, got a $9 bait. And then the next one we have is the Headbanger 6. Now this one here, I couldn't find like an actual hard price on this, but that's probably because this is a product testing bait. So, but these types of baits run for about $8.99. So, for a good brand like this, so I put it in for $8.99. That one I'm just kind of guessing, but it is what it is. And then finally we got 330 yards of 14-pound Super Strong Tri-Ling Extra Smooth Casting from Berkley. This is awesome. Awesome to get line. We've gotten line, sinkers, and we've even gotten tools to help you rig up your Carolina crazy baits for Monster Bass. So I love when they throw in random stuff like that because that's just really cool. That's stuff you're going to need when you're fishing. So, alright. So, and that MSRP is for, I gave it $9.99. I couldn't find the exact one. It said $9.99 to $11.99. And so we just put it in for the lowest amount just to be fair. But that brings our monthly MSRP for Monster Bass was $46.66 as opposed to the $26.67 I think that we pay for the monthly subscription. So we made it out by like $20. So we saved $20 through Monster Bass. All right. Now, let's see how Mr. Tackle Box did. Alright, so, starting with the top, we have a really nice Team Arc lipless crankbait here. Great bait. I'm not going to knock on the bait. This is good stuff. This MSRP is for $7.99. Alright, and then moving on, we have a zero gravity jig. Yes, it's another pumpkin green jig from Catch Outdoors, and this MSRP is for, you guessed it, all these jigs MSRP for $5.99. So if it's a jig, you know it's gonna be $5.99. They're always the same. There you have to scan in to get your dibble, and I hate that. Still got a pretty cool sticker though. Give them credit on their stickers. All right, then we have our Ion Watermelon Candy 8-pack from Bait Fuel, and this MSRP is for $4.99. So as you can see, we're going down rapidly. All right. Next up, from Cream, we have a jerkbait, which MSRP is for $2.99. That's a good price because that's about what you'd pay at Walmart for cream baits. So I'm not knocking it. They're being honest. They're fair. All right, and then last but not least, for $1.80, we have a 2-pack of spear point hooks. That's it. $2.99. So that brings the MSRP of Mr. Tackle Box to $23.76. We did not even hit the $25 mark that they claim you're going to get. This right here, this and this box right here is the exact reason why I am dumping them. We saved maybe 20 cents. For that, you just drive to the store. Seriously. Mystery Tackle Box is going downhill fast. I just, okay, it's all right, it's all right. We have one more month. November is the last month we're going to be receiving Mystery Tackle Box. Then moving forward, we're just going to have the Monster Bass. We'll keep Lucky Tackle Box. Update on that. For some strange reason, I did get charged twice. So I have, for the next 3 months, we have 2 Lucky Tackle Boxes per month. Starting this month. Well, last month, October, we had 2. November, we'll get another one this month. And then we'll get 2 in November. So, starting December, we'll be back down to 1 Lucky Tackle Box. So, they got it fixed. They canceled one of them. It was just like it was just a mistake. But the weird thing is, and this is why I said it brings up so many more questions, is because I got different boxes. So, the kind of cool thing is that means we're going to get 14 different baits. Well, roughly. I think we got we got 14 different baits, but there was duplicates from the month before, which I don't really mind. But when it, like 1 or 2, if you're getting 7 a box, and every once in a while you get like a duplicate, it's whatever. So, but anyway, so as far as this month goes, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious by now. After 5 months, we'll do it next month too. We'll compare them, but I think it's pretty obvious by now that when you're buying these mystery tackle boxes, Monster Bass is the much better option value-wise. If you're going for a lot of baits, Lucky Tackle Box, but you're getting what you get. I mean, I think they're okay, but they're not as high quality as these ones. That's a fact. Mystery Tackle Box is just kind of meh, because really, you're better off just going down to your local sporting goods store and just finding 5 baits, because you're going to pay the same. You're going to pay about the same. I don't think that the value and the savings is not there in the Mystery Tackle Box to really make it worth purchasing it that way. Again, as I said, I'm not saying we're not going to get Mystery Tackle Boxes anymore, because I like Mystery Tackle Boxes. I really do. I wish our Walmart or our Dick's Sporting Goods carried them, because when you go into the store, you pay like $18.99 for the box. You might pay $20, but you're gonna get you're gonna save a few bucks if you buy it like that. Now, how I will consider getting them, because I do like them, is I'll get them when Dick's has the buy one get one for half off. Because if you think about it, if they're 20 each and you're getting 2 of them, you're only paying $15 a box, because you get one of them for 10. $15 a box, I think, is a great value when it comes to Mystery Tackle Box. But not this one. In fact, I think we came in under this month. I think we actually paid more than what we would have, because if not, it's like right at. I think we saved like 10 cents. It's horrible. This month's Mystery Tackle Box. I mean, for assortment, it was good, right? You got some hooks, you got some jigs, you got hard baits, soft baits. It was a good assortment, but the value definitely just so underwhelming. I mean, you could have, even if you would have put in like a bigger pack of hooks, and you could have bitten like $1 more, put in like a 4-pack of hooks or something. You could have done something so much better. If you're gonna come in under like this, they could have thrown in like a bag of like a 3-pack of weights, and it would have been cool. But no, they chose to go under the $25. In fact, I am going to write them a letter and let them know. I'm going to send them an email and say, hey, this box was absolutely terrible. The MSRP comes in at under $25, and you claim we're supposed to have $25. So I'm going to send them a nasty email and see what they say. But that's it. Again, they're probably just going to either say, oh well, or I don't know. But I'm sure that they're not going to do anything about it. But I think that they are definitely not a good company to be doing business with right now. I wish I still had my card somewhere. I do. That says exactly how much I'm paying per month for them. But I'm already canceled them, so it doesn't really matter. I was going to be renewing next month, but No, especially with the way that they're doing their business now, it's just not worth it. But that's just my opinion. Again, I don't work for Monster Bass. I don't work for any of these guys. So me saying that Monster Bass is better, I'm just basing it. I'm showing you the prices. I'm showing you the screen at the end of the video. I'll show you the screenshots. So it's not like I'm making any of this up. I'm showing you the costs, and you can see that if you're going to spend money, you're better off spending $3 more on your mystery tackle, on your Monster Bass, and getting like much better quality products, and you're actually going to get your money's worth out of it. So, but that's just my opinion. Do with it what you want, but that's it. That is your head-to-head for Mystery Tackle Box Monster Bass. We only got one more of these. I mean, Mystery Tackle Box hasn't. They've only gotten worse. They've only gotten worse. Again, awesome lure. Another jig. This is a great jig. The baits are good, but the value's just not there. So I'm not talking about the quality of their products. They have good quality products, but you know, they could afford to go a couple bucks over, you know, and be like, okay, yeah, you're gonna save money by buying with us. You know, I mean, if they would have come in at like, even if they would have come in at like $24, $25, it would have been better than this. I mean, $23.76. What did I say? $23.76. $23.76. You're not even hitting $25. So, not good. They say you're going to get $25. You don't even get $25. For me, that's a problem. At least hit what you're telling your customers they're going to receive. And they have been underwhelming. You know, if it's like $24.86, you know, I'm willing to let that slide because that's about $25. But this one here, you know, $23.76, that's not hitting 25. That's not even close to hitting 25. You could have put in 2 packs of hooks and you would have hit 25. Maybe a little bit over, but I don't know. But this is why I'm getting rid of Mr. Tackle Box. This is why I like to do these head-to-heads, because I'm not just going to say something's good because I buy it. You know, I don't work for them. Even if I don't think I could like effectively work for a company that did something like this. Monster Bass, on the other hand, if Monster Bass wanted to sponsor me, I would not feel bad about telling you to buy Monster Bass. You know, I don't think there would be an ethical dilemma there, because at least, you know, they're sending you more than what you're spending by, you know, a considerable amount. I mean, if you figure this one here was what, $46.66? So this one we paid like $26.70 something per box. So that's almost a $20 value you're getting from Monster Bass. And you know, when they buy these, you know, when they make these, or they buy these by bulk, you know, they're not paying $10.99 each for these. They're probably paying a fraction of that, you know, $3.99 for each. So they're able to do it. These guys, Mr. Tackle Box, could do it too, but they're just getting that profit, that higher profit. So I don't know. It is what it is. But that's it. That's just my opinion. But hey, until next time, keep repping, guys.